Yo, what the fuck? I don't even know what just happened. I'm sorry, people. If you don't know what I'm talking about, allow me to explain, but I seriously did not see that coming. Holy shit, guys. So basically, over this Thanksgiving break, I did in fact binge The Legend of Korra. Basically, what happened with me, guys, is back in 2006, I was very young. I watched the original Avatar series after the second season, right? There was a 2 year gap between the second and the third season. At that point, I kind of forgot about the series for 10 years. Then during the Thanksgiving break, one of my buddies was like, yo, remember that great show named Avatar? I'm like, yeah. Then he's like, did you ever finish it? I'm like, shit, I never finished it. I never finished the last season because there was a 2 year delay. And within that period, my interest was really away from Nickelodeon. I was not really interested in Nickelodeon anymore. I moved on to other channels and stuff. And I kind of forgot about that show named Avatar that I really enjoyed. I never finished it. So this holiday season, I bought an Amazon Video, went back, and finished the third season of Avatar. And I was like, damn, I want some more Avatar goodness. And I was like, oh shit, remember a couple years ago they were advertising that Korra show. Wasn't that based off the Avatar? Did some research, and basically, yeah, it's the same fucking creators. It's two of the three guys. Unfortunately, Liam, which he actually was responsible for some of the best episodes, was not there. But you had Brian, you had the other guy, I forgot his other name. The point is, you had two of the three original creators on board. You know what? I gave it a chance. I watched all 4 seasons, all 52 episodes, including the filler ones, including the behind the scenes. You know what, people? It was pretty good. But we'll get to the full review later. The point is the ending. Holy shit, the ending. That's why I'm making this video here. That ending was mind-blowing. At first, I didn't really pick up on the hints. This is spoilers. I didn't pick up on the hints. I didn't realize the relationship between Korra and Asami was really developing in that fashion. I'll be honest with you, people. I did not see that coming really until the last scene. Like, I knew they were friends. I knew they were really good friends because obviously she would send her letters and she would not send Bolin or Mako those letters. Obviously, there was something going on there. But in the end, man, they gave the hints. He definitely gave us hints all through the seasons. But for some reason, I did not pick up on this until the end. But hey, is Korra bi? Is she a lesbian? I don't really know. But that theme is something I was not expecting to be seeing in a kid show. I mean, I know Avatar: The Last Airbender was definitely a kid, really a real kid show. It's really meant for kids, 8 to 10, really. And this show is definitely meant for kids a little bit older, probably about 13. That's the target demographic I'm seeing. So yeah, that's what I was going for. But with that really powerful ending, man, it's definitely going to be controversial. Remember, these are still kids watching it. Obviously, a little bit older now, but still, there's kids watching it. So I want to give you my opinion on that ending. So basically, in the end, if you don't know what happened, basically, in the last scene of the entire show, Korra, goes into a vacation in the spirit world with Asami, and they hold hands like they're in a relationship at the very end. You wouldn't do that with, even with your best friend, you wouldn't do that with. So are they trying to imply here that she's lesbian or bi? And I'm saying yes, there definitely is implying a relationship is going to happen in the future. They're definitely implying that, and it's really, I really give the creators credit here. Basically, to have such a powerful theme in the kids show is something that I give them credit for. And in the end, I actually do like the ending. I think the ending really gives the show a nice send-off. Obviously, it's controversial, but in the end, I do think it was actually a good choice. Because I'll be honest with you, the last season overall was pretty underwhelming in my opinion. I'll be honest with you, the fourth season was not that great. So I'm really happy it ended with a bang because I was not very interested in that season. I want to give you my review of all 4 seasons. First of all, the first season was probably the best one. Season number 3 is also pretty good, but the reason why number 1 is so good is because they basically, guys, the creators of the show did not really have to rush. There's much more style. There's much more care comes into the writing. Obviously, when you're introducing a whole new world, it's much easier to discover content to make. Obviously, once you get up in the episodes, it gets harder and harder to make new ideas. And obviously, Nickelodeon did not provide them with the best environment. They were rushing a lot of times. I hear that the production budget was cut at times. So due to those conditions, I don't blame the creators for creating what they did. I'm just saying it had to come into the quality decrease after season 1. But overall, my list of the best from the worst would be season 1, season 3, season 4, and season 2. I'll be honest with you, people. I don't even want to get into season 2. Because season 2 was bad. Season 2, I think most people can agree was the worst season. It was still a good show overall, but it wasn't perfect. But no show is really perfect. Overall, season 3 and season 1 were both fantastic. The reason why I like season 3 so much is because it actually focuses more unlike the traditional Avatar Aang-like fighting. There was a lot of really talented fighters going on. It wasn't really focusing on technology and stuff. It was more on the hardcore fighting. That was pretty cool. Season 2, I don't want to get too much into that, but basically it was all about the spiritual bullshit, and it wasn't my cup of tea. Season 1 introduced you to the world. It definitely was the most stylish. It was definitely the most careful one. It definitely had more time to make season 1 because it was only supposed to be one season in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you, I would have minded seeing Amon a little bit longer. I'm kind of pissed off that they killed him off after season 1. They do that with all the bad guys. They all die after one season. I understand why they did that, because in the beginning, this was only supposed to be a one-season show. So they really didn't know how long the show was going to last. So just to make sure they can actually finish the show, they only made the bad guys last for one season. Obviously, Avatar had multiple seasons for Fire Nation, but they did not have the liberty to do this due to Nickelodeon. So I really hope they can move on from Nickelodeon, find somebody who really wants to give them fair compensation, give them the proper time, and this show could be fantastic. They're making season 5, but unfortunately, it's just going to be an animated book. And I'll be honest with you, it's not what I like to hear, because obviously I want a TV show, but that is good news, because obviously when you have source material, it's much easier to make it into a TV show, right, than making it from scratch. So some people may be pissed off on that, but if you have the original book for season 5, which is not, I think it's ready soon, I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be ready, that makes making it into a TV show easier. You know what I'm saying? Overall, Legend of Korra did something I was not expecting. It really kind of gave justice to the original series, and also at the same time distinguished itself from the original series and still made it its own. Overall, the series is still fantastic. It does not live up to the legacy of the Avatar. And you know what? It's alright. Avatar was not rushed, really. The productions, it's really hard to explain, but basically, they had, if you check the production times on that show, they had much more time. You could tell the budget, the writers was a little bit, they had a little bit more time. The point is, The Legend of Korra was rushed. It was. There was some production issues, there was timing issues, there's the fact that she's a female. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem, but the fact that she was a female was an issue for some of the Nick executives. That's part of the issue of why it was a miniseries. But in the end, I gotta make this point. I think Korra is actually a more interesting Avatar than Aang. The fact that she was imperfect actually made the show more enjoyable. I wish she wasn't so fucking weak. That's one thing I have to say as negative. She was weak as fuck. Honestly, she got her ass whooped by almost everyone. Almost in every situation, she required help from others. She required to be rescued multiple times. You know what I'm saying? She's weak, she's flawed, but at the same time, this made her a damn more interesting character. Aang was, this is the thing, that's one issue I had with Aang. He was a perfect guy, he was a kid. He always acted perfect, he almost always knew what to do. And you know what? Sometimes humanity and showing the imperfections we all have is actually more interesting. And one thing I really loved about season 4, although I believe it was a little bit worse than season 3, I love the beginning. I love they show her, in the but I guess Ba Sing Se. She's probably in the lower ring of Ba Sing Se. We don't know for sure. The point is, they showed her, fighting in that kind of like earthbending tournament, showing her on the streets, showing her at a weakest moment. And you know what? That's what builds character. That's what makes her much more interesting than Aang. Aang was almost always perfect, always kicked everyone's ass. You know what I'm saying? Like he was perfect. And Korra was a much more flawed character. Overall, I did enjoy the show. It was a really good show overall. They did a nice job really bringing it into the future, but not forgetting what the show comes from. I really enjoyed the cameos of, you got Toph, Katara, Lord Zuko, they were all in it. The roles were for the most part minor. You would think the Fire Lord Zuko himself would have a little bit more of a major role, but you could tell due to his age he couldn't do much other than fly a kick-ass dragon. That was cool. Toph was in it, in season 4, they find her in the swamp. She eventually helps them with the final boss and helps her get to that point. She's not very significant, neither is Lord Zuko. Katara probably has the most insignificant role. She does not really do anything. Unfortunately, Sokka is dead, but probably due to his old age anyway, he probably would have toned down his humor he had when he was younger. That's my guess. And unfortunately, well, it makes sense. Aang obviously died. Obviously, she can't be the Avatar if he's dead, and if he's alive, because obviously that doesn't make any sense. You can't have two Avatars. But that would be the interesting conflict. That would be an interesting idea if they had two avatars. That could be something for the future. Imagine if they had two different avatars. Just interesting idea they could have had there. Overall, how I judge the main characters, Bolin is really cool. He obviously provides a comic relief. He does get some depth in his character towards the end. He's not just some dumbass who just follows Mako all day. He actually has his own unique personality, his own love interest. It all comes in towards the end. Mako, man, he really fucked up. He had the chance. He had the chance with two beautiful ladies. He fucked it with both of them, and now they went into they're fucking lesbos. I feel bad for Mako. He's a player. This is my opinion. This is my opinion on Mako. He really should have just went with Asami. I'm sorry. I don't care how good the avatar is. Asami was perfect for him. She loved him. She had no problem if he was the alpha male, took charge. While the avatar is the avatar. Obviously, she can't have someone telling her what to do. But Asami actually loved him. And not only that, but she was loyal to him. She was not some, trying to be all manly and stuff. She was an actual, woman. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I wish those two came together. But unfortunately, no, it never happened. The Avatar, obviously, I said my opinions on the Avatar. She's a great character. She's very human. At times, maybe she's a little too flawed. Maybe she's too weak. But she's still a cool character. And you have Tease in here. He's a cool guy. Obviously his role is pretty significant. Actually, I'm actually surprised at how much of a role he has. It's pretty big. He's almost a main character at this point. He was pretty interesting. He's the son of Aang, so obviously he's going to be perfect. He's going to be the father figure. That's pretty cool. Surprisingly, she actually does have her parents. The Avatar. She did not lose her parents, which was actually surprising. Surprisingly, at the end of the show, her parents are still alive. That's an accomplishment because almost everyone in this fucking show loses their parents. Mako's parents are both dead. Bolin's parents are both dead. Asami's parents are both dead. Tozen has, Katara, but his dad died. So the fact that the fucking Avatar of all people actually has her parents, that's fucking significant. Toph parents kicked her out and she ran away. Aang never had parents. Katara's parents, Katara and Sokka, both of their moms died. The dad's still alive. The point is, 2 for 2 on family members. That basically never happened in the show before, so that's a pretty cool detail. So overall, if I were to give this show a number, I'm gonna give both show numbers right now. I would give Avatar: The Last Airbender a 9 out of 10. Fantastic show. It was a really good show. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. Nothing is perfect in this world, so obviously giving something a 10 is not gonna happen very often. And then you have Legend of Korra, a slightly weaker show due to production issues, due to Nickelodeon being complete bastards. It's not 100% their fault. In the end, they still made a fantastic show, giving it an 8.5. Still, both shows are something you must watch. No matter what your age is, I don't give a fuck how old you are. This is a show you must watch. It's fantastic. This is the funny part, it's not actually considered anime. It's actually considered cartoons. It's not anime. But this is probably one of the best cartoons you've ever seen. And if you're somebody who's accustomed to anime, you'll be right at home with this show. This is basically just up there with the top animes of your day. It's basically very similar. Technically, it is made in America. It's not made in Japan. But it's honestly the people who worked on the show, Brian and the other guy, they know what they're doing. And they serve anime with justice, even though it's not trying to be an anime. But in the end, oh man, it was a good show. But that ending, though. That ending was the catalyst. That ending was the reason why I made this long-ass video. How long was this video? Yeah, holy shit! Wow, that's a long video. But in the end, both shows are worth your time. Please check them out. See you guys next time. That's why I didn't make any videos. I was binging the Avatar. Wanted to finish the 3rd season. Then I watched all of this. Just really hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you. Bye.